The Roman historian and philosopher Seneca recognized that if we want to live well, we must be constant students of the greatest of all life itself in his moral essay on the brevity of life. Seneca offers us an urgent reminder about the revocability of our most important resource, our time. So keeping this in mind, here are the 3 most important pieces of advice on time management, extracted from Seneca's writings. The first piece of advice is to live for yourself without ever saying no. Don't think that a person has lived long just because they have white hair and wrinkles. Sometimes it's not that they have lived long, they have simply existed long enough. We all have certain things we desire in our lives, whether it's a dream job, a dream home, a dream relationship, or that long-awaited vacation. However, most of us don't even come close to achieving many of these things because we're stuck in a job we despise just to pay the bills, or in a relationship we pretend to love because we fear being alone. We let ourselves be carried away by everything that comes our way, and in today's world, we're bombarded with information all the time, so we deceive ourselves by saying we don't have enough time to try new activities. Being busy with things we dislike is the biggest distraction from living meaningfully. We go through life day by day fulfilling our obligations, but we're absent from ourselves, confusing doing with being. The best way to invest your time is to invest in creating a life you love and actually living it. If you don't love or know what you desire, ask yourself these questions. If I had more time, what could I do? If I could change something right now, either in my environment or in myself, what would it be? You might realize you want to change jobs, take care of your physical fitness, or pursue a new hobby. Start waking up early and using that extra hour to do things you love. Time is precious and is passing for all of us. The longer you wait to make changes, the more time you'll spend working to fulfill someone else's dream. The second piece of advice from Seneca is to live as though life were a play on a stage. Dedicate your time to your own needs. Plan each day as if it were your last, and neither long for nor fear. We're all guilty of spending too much time preparing for the future. Seneca suggests living in the present, not deferring our happiness, not believing that happiness lies in the future. Our future is uncertain and beyond our control. The future life we work towards may never arrive. We're so busy and preoccupied with the future that we often let the present slip by unnoticed and unappreciated. When we're old and on our deathbed, we finally realize how short and valuable life is. We're left with regrets about not having fully enjoyed our time when we could. Seneca compares time to a flowing river that won't keep flowing forever. Imagine being in a desert dying of thirst and finding a stream of water. If you weren't sure when it would stop flowing, wouldn't drink as much as you could. Just as you wouldn't waste a drop of water, we must make the most of our time by making the best of our present. Your 30, 40, 50, and so on deserve to be planned, but don't let them take away the precious gift of the present. You can only live one moment at a time, and you only live once. Choose to live in the present moment. The third and final piece of advice is to treat time as a valuable commodity. Seneca says that people are diligent in protecting their material possessions, but when it comes to wasting time, they are extremely reckless. We should treat time as a precious resource, possibly the most valuable one. Imagine seeing someone very wealthy tossing money into the air. You would surely call them crazy. However, we and others waste something much more valuable every day. Our time, the amount of time we have, is uncertain, but definitely limited. It's far more absurd to waste time than money, because unlike money, we can't get more time when it's gone. To grasp the value of a year, ask a student who repeated a grade to grasp the value of a month. Ask a mother who gave birth prematurely to grasp the value of a week. Ask the editor of a weekly newspaper to grasp the value of an hour. Ask someone who just missed a train to grasp the value of a second. Ask someone who narrowly escaped an accident to grasp the value of a millisecond. Ask the person who won a silver medal in the Olympics. Although the amount of time we get is uncertain, one thing is certain: time is limited. Death waits for those who waste time, for those who presume time is cheap. When used wisely, time becomes an amplifier. When mismanaged, it becomes a source of persistent regret.